Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is your review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 10, Blunt Truths. Giselle and Wendy meet at a dealership. They're both on the market for G-Wagons. Wendy says she's not a copycat. She's not going to pull a Stacey. So listen, I'm here to tell you to your face, I want a G-Wagon as well. I just want you to know if you see me pull up with the same car, I'm not trying to copy you. I just want one too. I don't know why we needed to throw Stacey under the bus to drive that point home, but whatever. Like, you cool with her or not? Like, don't throw me under the bus in front of Giselle. And then, granted, within the same breath, she tells her that she likes her. She's sweet. She doesn't feel like Stacey is coming from a bad place. Giselle says, I'll let you have her. Anyway, Wendy brings up, how y'all piled on her. I gotta be the one to stand up for her because y'all ganging up on her a little bit. Giselle feels justified. Whatever. They take the car on a test drive. It's all giggles and smiles. We all so happy. We so happy to be back in Giselle's good graces. On the ride, that man sitting in the back, he was just sitting back there skinning and grinning. I guess he's just so happy to be here. But anyway, they carry on their conversation about Monique being back. Giselle says she wants to sit down with her. They have a lot to talk about. They have a lot to discuss. They have to clear the air, especially if she's going to be back around the group. Stacey, she has a date with her best friend, AJ. They're talking about the cannabis line. She's excited about it. AJ is also excited about it. She tells him that the ladies, however, have been giving her a hard time. Just over everything. Over any and everything. They've been giving her a very hard time. And he's looking at her like, and what you telling me for? You talking to me about these folk? You done let somebody come. You done let somebody from across the pond cuss your ass out. And you from the D? You know I ain't raised you like that. Friends say I did not raise you to just be allowing these folks to upset you. I ain't raised you like that. You already know what you're supposed to be out there doing. So cut the shit. And she tells him about all of it. She fills him in on all the BS. He like, all y'all old asses need to cut it out. All y'all too old. Way too old. Anyway, Tia, we see that she's at her office, doing whatever. She calls Stacey. She wants to talk. She doesn't feel good about, where they are. She says that they were trying to build a friendship. I don't buy that. I don't believe that, Tia. I don't believe that, but okay. Stacey agrees that they should have a talk because Stacey has invited a few of the ladies. Well, she invited everybody to her cannabis line event. Ashley's scene. Fuck Ashley. We fast forwarded. Moving on. Monique and Giselle, they finally meet. And this was a very anticlimactic type of situation. Now, I didn't need no riffraff. I didn't need that. But I also we didn't see Giselle hold herself accountable. And she might have because, they always say these conversations go on and on and on. But they show us a good 5 minutes of a 2 hour long conversation. So she might have been accountable to, the foolishness, but we didn't see it. What we saw was, oh, you're sorry to me? Okay. You should be sorry because you were really doing a lot. That was a lot, girl. Monique is she happy. She happy to be here, I guess. She's just so happy to be here. I don't know. I don't know. For me, and I know we don't like the whole colorism conversation, but I feel like for a lot of Black women, it is just deep seated. It's just deeply in there for you to think being friends with the fair skinned, green eyed girl takes you up a little bit socially. I just feel like that's the mindset we come in with when we come on this show and grovel at Giselle's feet. Because Monique, you really should have been sitting down waiting on that bitch to just I'm here to listen. Because I know you got a lot to say. I'm here to listen. She really sat down and I did this and I did that. And granted, we love accountability. We definitely do. I'm glad that you have had, introspection. I'm glad. I'm glad that you have done the work that you say you're doing. You say you're working on yourself, you're doing the self-work. It shows in that you are accountable without having to point your finger, without having to bring in what anybody else did. That's true accountability. It really is. So I'm not even gonna fault you for that. However, you still should have been okay. And now what you got to say? And now what you sorry for? Okay, and I'll wait for your apology. Giselle ain't had one. She ain't had no apology. She gonna say, hold on, because I wrote down what she said and I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Because first she was telling her that the majority of the hate, all of the negativity was coming from her side. Excuse me, when you first met that lady, you was throwing shade at her. She tells you she moved out of a home or something like that. You say to her, "Oh, you don't have a home?" See, when you tried to be cute, she came back with, "No, I got 4." And from then on, you ain't like her. Cause she told your ass she had 4 homes after you tried to say she ain't have not a one. You tried to be cute trying to say she ain't have one. And she had to tell your ass, "No, we got 4, actually. If we keeping count." But if Monique has moved on and she's fine with Giselle just giving her that half-ass no apology, talking about Monique was wrong for the fight, and she said, and that's what she said, "I have felt sorry." And I felt sorry. You have? I felt sorry. Girl, what? That is not an apology. They hug it out, laugh about the past. Moving on. Angel, Greg, and Kay's mom go ring shopping. This man just pulled these folks in here to do a scene because he ain't buy no ring. He talking about some, I'ma just have to see. Let me run it past. So they like, we here now. Go on and make this purchase now. He ain't made no purchase now. He ain't made no purchase, but okay. Ashley has another scene. Nope. Wendy and Eddie, they're out doing. He has a pop up for Happy Eddie. They go and check out one of his pop ups. He started a line named it after Wendy. It's called the Nutty Professor. So she had to go get her some of that. She don't remember her PIN number. She says she always do credit, so she don't even remember what the PIN number is. I'm like, girl, Wendy, they just keep giving us scenes that are just not going to age well for you. It's just, anyway. And at this point, well, where was she at that she had to put in a PIN and she couldn't have just used it as credit? Anyway, she says she didn't get an invite to Stacy's launch, but she says she's not mad about it. They did talk. And Stacy gave her reasons. Like she didn't feel like stepping on her toes or anything like that. I don't know. That was kind of confusing to me. I wasn't sure whether or not they were on the same page or Wendy's just choosing not to be offended by not being invited. I don't know. Moving on. We're talking about Stacy's business. Producers ask her if she owns it. She does not own it. She has business partners. She's just a face, basically. Jazzy and Tia, they show up to support. Angel K and what's the lady name? Yeah, just Angel and K. Angel and K, they're not coming. Whatever. Wendy also won't be there, but it's no bad blood. Tia, she asked about Timo, where he is. He's traveling, of course. He ain't gonna never come around, so stop asking about him. That's what she really need to say. Y'all can just stop asking about my husband because he ain't coming. He not coming around here. He don't, what? Film with y'all? Nah, he ain't doing it. This is my gig, so. I remember when Chris Samuels told Monique that this your gig. Anyway, Ashley comes in there, and apparently the dress that Stacey's wearing, Ashley also wore a couple of, I don't even know when it wasn't memorable to me. I don't even remember her having it on, but apparently she was wearing the same dress. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? We're not painting Stacey out to be some copycat. Who the fuck want to copy Ashley? Girl, be so fucking for real. You ain't nobody's trendsetter. Anyway, like, people just want to be you. Who wants to be Ashley fucking Darby? Not me. Not me. Anyway, Stacey pulls Ashley to the side, basically to tell her, we ain't doing this no more. I ain't listen. Cut it out. Cut it out. We not doing it. No more of that. No more of that. And then here she go. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. No more lies. Cause in Ashley's head, she's saying, cause Stacey's basically like, why are you so pressed all the fucking time? What did I do to you? Cause it's just like persistent. She's persistently pressed. And then she gonna call her a lying ass hoe. Excuse me? Sometimes Ashley lets stuff come out her mouth like she can fight. And listen, we was telling Candace that same thing. Can you fight? Can you back up what's coming out your mouth? Granted, she don't have to, because this is not what we do here. But I feel like you should just be ready for that when you're like Ashley. Girl, just be ready, because somebody is bound to slap your ass. It's bound to happen eventually. Like I said, Stacey tells her she's done with it. Stop the bullshit. No more hazing. I'm not doing it. Ashley says, like she wants her to stop lying, whatever. They go and sit down, and Ashley explains that in this group, this is just what it is. We have to haze you. We have to put you in a hot seat. It's just how we get to know one another. It's just how we get closest friends in this group, by getting in your business, starting rumors about you, really putting you through the fire. It's how we bond as a group. Well, Stacey's tired of it. Stacey said no. Stacey's tired of it. Anyway, she takes the moment to address Tia. And I don't even know what happened here, but it goes left really fast. And Stacey, I can't be on your side on this one. I cannot be on your side on this one, because why was you giving Tia all of that? Granted, you definitely lied to Tia. You definitely lied to her. Now, don't make what may or may not happen between you and Wendy be her fault, because you told her that your husband was out of town. Then you get on the phone and say, "Oh, no, he came in." You the one supposed to keep the lie alive. Why you volunteer the information that he was back, Stacey? Because you could have just let it be what it be. But whatever. She ended up putting Tia out. Tia, both of them start that cussing and carrying on. Well, Tia start cussing. She drop an F-bomb and everything. So they're back at square one. Probably won't be as cool as we. And maybe, I don't know, but I feel like Stacey is just losing allies left and right. If she ever even had any. I feel like Wendy might be her only ally. I think Wendy is it, whereas the rest of them are done with her. Let them hoes anyway. Anyway, that is it for this little episode. Let me move on to Married to Medicine. Okay, sorry. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.